Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Nikki and we are with Elizabeth today. We are going to work into Urdhva Dhanurasana, wheel pose. So a couple different prep back bends to get us to the peak pose, and then we also have to work some twists. We got to remember when we work into back bends that we can't solely do back bends to get us there. So we're going to work some twists, releasing the low back, fun stuff like that. So we're going to start with a upper back opener. I'm going to have you come to a seated position. You're going to need 2 blocks and a strap for this class, so make sure you have those handy. We're going to come into Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet to touch with the legs. And then here's how the blocks are going to get set up. So one block is going to support the back of her head, and the other is going to lay right under the shoulder blades. So I'm going to have you come back. We're going to have to kind of adjust here a little bit. Forward or back? Does that feel okay? Okay. So I want you to place your hands wherever it feels comfortable. And then I want you to do what feels comfortable with your legs. Okay. So the beginning moments of your practice are always meant to kind of drop you into the space. We talk about that a lot. Right? Learning how to tap into the breath as the sense of energy as you move around in and out of poses today. So this position is nice. There's no strain in the neck or in the jaw because that second block is supporting her head almost like a little hammock. And the block that's underneath her shoulder blades are just guiding, right, her heart space to lift a little bit higher. So the shoulders kind of drape over, the sternum lifts. You just take a couple breaths right into the space. And the eyes are closed. Good. And back bends are, they're different for everybody. So as we move through these, I'm going to be asking her a lot, is that okay? Does that feel good? And I want you, as you flow through this video, to really pay attention to the signals that the body is giving you. So if you felt like today was going to be a back bend class and you get halfway through this and you need to hit the pause button, I want you to remember to honor your body, especially in these back bends when we can push a little bit further sometimes than the body needs to go. So just be mindful of that today as we flow. And take one more breath in. And breath out. And then flutter the eyes open and just take in the space. Good. And then I'll just have you roll over to your right side. Push yourself up to a seated position. Any seated position. Right, and just close the eyes. Put your hands into your lap, palms face up. And just pause. And just kind of let the energy that got built up, the opening, kind of settle into the spine here for a moment. And let the jaw release. Let the neck be long. Good, and then just open the eyes. We're going to leave the legs in that position as we start to just take our first gentle twist. Inhale, reach your arms up, Elizabeth. And then exhale, twist to your right. Your right hand falls back behind you. Your left hand falls to the thigh or the knee. Yeah. And kind of use your right hand onto the ground just to kind of prop the spine tall and long. So again, just a gentle twist just at the beginning here, just to kind of get the spine on board. Good. And then come back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up so the spine lengthens. And on the exhale, twist to your left. Again, so using the left leg to kind of resist the hand into so that the spine can lengthen a little bit longer, and then the left hand is back there for support. Good. Take a breath in, come back, reach the arms all the way up, and then just exhale, fold forward. Good. So you can come down to your forearms if that feels okay. If you can just get to your fingertips, that's okay too. Just breathing into the hips here for just a moment. Good. And then when you're ready, coming on up. Good. And then just roll over your knees so we can come to a tabletop position. Extend the shin bones back. Good. And then let's work cat and cow. On the inhale, draw the shoulder blades down the back, tilt the tailbone up. And on the exhale, round the upper back, scoop the belly space in. Let's take one more traditional, cat and cow. Inhale, shoulder blades draw down, tilt the tailbone. Exhale, round the upper back, draw the belly in. And then you're going to come back to a neutral spine. So we do this one in class. Elizabeth has seen it before. It's a little bit of lateral movement. So on the inhale, draw the shoulder blades down the back, tilt the tailbone up. And on the exhale, push the hips to the right. Yeah, and then start to round at the top. So you catch cat at the top, push the hips to the left, and then you catch cow at the bottom. Good, hips to the right, round the upper back, hips to the left, cow at the bottom. Now push the hips to the left, round the upper back, hips to the right, and cow at the bottom. Good, one more time. So we're just adding a little bit of lateral space into the traditional cat and cow pose. And when you're ready, walk your hands out a few inches. And I just want you to curl your toes and lift your knees about 3 inches up off the ground. So straight away, everything fires up. Shoulders fire, belly fires, legs fire. Good. So instead of thinking, can I straighten my legs in a down dog, all I want you to think, keep the knees a little bit bent, Elizabeth, is just reach the tailbone up, reach the sit bones up. And then start to ski slope the back. And then at the very end, the legs straighten into your first downward facing dog. So a little bit of organic movement. If it feels okay to rock to the tiptoes, rock to the heels, sway your hips. Good. Give yourself another moment here. Good. And then bring your big toes to touch. Take an inhale, look at your hands, and just step, top of the mat. Halfway lift, flat back, long spine. Exhale to bow in. Again, inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to bow in. One more time, inhale to lengthen, find space. Exhale to bow in. Inhale, reach the arms up, stretch up, keep the arms at the top, and just pause for a moment. So the triceps draw into the midline, the shoulders draw down. So for those of us that are uber flexible, we have this kind of tilt in the pelvis that just happens. So what we have to work is the belly drawing in and the tailbone to draw down. So that draw of the navel energy in is going to help protect the low back as we move through our back bends here. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, heart center. So we're going to work 3 sun salutation variations with a little locust in between. You ready? Inhale, arms up, stretch up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, lengthen halfway, and exhale, just step plank pose. Shift the weight forward, and on the exhale, all the way down to your belly. So your hands are going to go down by your sides, palms to face in towards your hips. Good. Inhale, you're going to start to roll the shoulders back, lift the heart space up. Good. Keep all that, and then float the toes up off the ground. Good. So just these little small preps. All right, take a breath in. Exhale, float down, plant the hands, bend the elbows, curl the toes, inhale, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Make sure the feet are hip distance apart. Right? Again, we talk about using the strength of the legs very often, right? So then send the thigh bones back, the hips up, the heels heavy. Good. This time, bring your big toes to touch. Take an inhale, look up, and on the exhale, step or float. Yogi's choice. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to bow. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, straight away, fold forward, second set. Lengthen, inhale, sternum reaches forward, step plank, exhale. Shift the weight, inhale, all the way to the belly, exhale. Second locust, hands back. Roll the shoulder blades back, lift into the heart space up, and then float the toes. It's important that you think less about the heels up and more about the toes back. So it becomes more about lengthening the front of the pelvis, less about compressing into the low back. One breath in. Exhale, float it down, plant the hands, curl the toes, plank pose, downward facing dog. Good. Giving it a moment here, strong in the hands, long in the sideways. And then bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step or float, yogi's choice. Lengthen, inhale. Bow, exhale. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, fold forward, third round. Lengthen, inhale. Last time you're going to step plank, exhale. Shift, inhale, all the way down, exhale. This time interlace the hands at the small of the back, maybe the top of the sacrum. Good. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift into the heart space. So if you can't get your hands to interlace, you can keep them apart like the first 2 rounds. But I want you to think, can I draw more space across the front of the body? The neck is long. Good. Breath in. Exhale, release it down. Hands plant, curl the toes. Inhale. And downward facing dog. Exhale. Stay for a breath in. And stay for a breath out. Good. Big toes to touch. Look up, breath in. End that exhale, step or float, breath out. Beautiful. Lengthen, breath in. Bow, breath out. Bend your knees, please. Reach your arms, chair pose. And then exhale, take your hands to your heart. So pause for just a moment. Let the shoulder blades draw down. Let the belly draw in and the tailbone draw down slightly to broaden across the low back. Inhale. You're going to twist left tricep to the right knee. Exhale. So simple twist here as you press the palms into one another, spinning the sternum up to the thumbs. Neck is long. Breath in. Forward fold. Breath out. Lengthen. Breath in. Bow. Breath out. Bend your knees. Reach your arms. Chair pose. Exhale. Hands to your heart. Second side. Lengthen on the inhale. Use the breath to set the pose. Exhale to twist. Right tricep. Outer left knee. Right? So you can use the tricep, even higher up on the tricep, to resist the knee away, to lengthen the spine, to sunburst the heart space open. Take a breath in, easy breath, and exhale, fold forward. Lengthen, inhale, this time step or float right through that vinyasa. First, upward facing dog, straightens the arms, pulls the heart space through, and exhale, downward facing dog. Please inhale your right leg to lift. Exhale to pull through. Unjaneyasana, back knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Good. So this first variation, we're going to hook the thumbs. So you have this feeling like you're trying to pull the thumbs apart, right? It starts to open up. It's going to light up the upper back here. The biceps pull back behind the ears. So this is where you have to really start to listen to the spine, listen to the body. So as we're opening up the front of the body, there's a slight arc that becomes our first little back bend here in Unjaneyasana. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands down, plank Chaturanga, lifting the back knee, sliding the right foot back. Okay. Inhale to upward facing, so strong in the legs, her thighs are up, her knees are up. Exhale from the belly, downward facing. Left leg inhales. Exhale to draw through, back knee down. Inhale, arms up. Good. Hook the thumbs. So as you start to feel like you want to pull the thumbs apart, she's going to start to feel all this space open in the upper back. So not only is she opening across the heart, we have the side bodies we're going to look into in just a little bit. And of course, the right hip flexor here is getting a little bit of love. One more breath as you arc and breathe and reach back. Exhale, hands down, plank Chaturanga. So there's no need to rush it here. Just right through that Chaturanga, right through your upward facing and downward facing dog. We're going to hit a reset breath in here and a reset breath out. The second set, right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale to pull through Unjaneyasana, dropping the back knee. This time inhale, arms up. You're going to take the palms, you're going to flip the wrists so that the palms press into one another. So the work is to straighten the arms if possible. That's a little caveat here. And then again, the same idea. Can I reach the biceps back? Can I offer my heart? Can I keep my traps away from my ears? Okay. And she's just finding her edge. Right? For some of us, we won't be able to arc back, but just a slight bit. For others, it's a more natural position for the spine to go into. So just mindful of still drawing that low belly in, even the slightest breath in. Exhale, hands down, plank Chaturanga. Good. Up dog, inhale, clearing the whole front of the body. Exhale, down dog. Left leg, inhale. Pull through, low lunge, exhale, back knee down. Inhale, arms up. Good, flip the wrists, press the palms. Biceps back, heart lifts, belly draws in slightly to keep the low back protected. Now the front knee is either going to stack the ankle or it can go a little bit past the ankle, but it has permission to go past the ankle as long as the back knee is down. Good. Breath in, press the palms. Exhale, hands down. Beautiful work, Elizabeth. Right into your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Whew, good. Third round, last round of Anjaneys here. Please inhale your right leg up. And please exhale to pull through. Back knee down. Inhale, arms up. This time, exhale, hands to the heart once again. Inhale to lengthen. So similar to chair, we're going to exhale, twist. Left tricep across the body. Okay. Now, option, I'm going to have her keep her back knee on the ground, but option always is to curl the back toes and lift the back knee. So as her right hand presses into her left hand, her heart space lifts, her neck is long. Breathe into the right side of your rib cage. Good. Right hip pins back slightly. Good. Reach your arms up. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, hands down, plank chaturanga. Beautiful breath work. Inhale, shines the heart. There it is. Good. Exhale, sends it back. One more. Left leg, inhale. And exhale, pull through. Back knee down. Arms up. Side body's long. Hands to heart. Exhale. Now pause as you inhale. It's the prep for the twist. Exhale, right tricep comes across. Good. So pressing the left hand into the right hand, lifting the heart, lengthening through the back of the neck. Think left side of the rib cage, spin it up to the sky. Good. Breath in. Stay for the breath out. Arms up, stretch up, breath in. Hands down, chaturanga, breath out. Whoo. Last little chaturanga for a bit, Elizabeth. Inhale, take it up, dog. Exhale, take it down, dog. Whoo. Stay for the breath in. And stay for the breath out. Big toes to touch. Look up, breath in. Step or float, top of the mat, breath out. Lengthen. And bow. Bend your knees, reach your arms. Inhale. Fold forward, exhale. We're going to move through a couple warriors. Inhale to lengthen. Good. And then Elizabeth, you choose. Step, float, take it back, vinyasa. Good. So we're going to bring a little bit more space into the side bodies with the dancing warrior sequence here. Please inhale your right leg up. And please exhale, pull through. We're going to go right into warrior 2. Back heel flat, spin it up and open. And then use your exhale to just settle into the space. Good. Flip the front hand and reverse. Good. So the left hand is going to go to the small of the back here. What that does is help keep us from kind of weighing too much down into the back leg, right? Using a little bit more core strength. Right side body, stretch out, breathe into all that space, and then exhale, extended side angle. Good. So now we're going to breathe into all the left side body space, all the way down to the outer left foot. Right? So to keep this shoulder blade drawing down the back, she's taken the pinky edge of her hand and reached it, spinned it down towards the earth. Good. Again, inhale, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, extended side angle. So I just want you to move with your breath here. Good. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, extended. Good. One more time. Just inhale, reverse. And then exhale, hands down, frame the front foot. You're going to keep the back heel, spin it up off the ground. Left hand stays down. You're going to sweep your right leg back for side plank, Paschimottanasana. Reach your right arm up. And then take the right hand towards the front of the room, because I really want you again to start to breathe in the side body, lifting from the bottom hip. Good. She's going to lift her right foot. She's going to bend her right knee, set it back for a little wild thing. She inhales, opens up the front of the body. That should feel good. Exhale. You're going to go downward facing dog. Just step it back. Whoo. Good. Big breath in. And big breath out. Left leg, breath in. Exhale to pull through. We're going to go right into warrior 2, straight away. Inhale to windmill up. And then exhale, just settle in. Inhale, flip the front hand in reverse. Right hand to the small of your back. Okay? So the gaze is either to the side or up. If something weird is happening with the neck, you can always look down at the right toes to set your drishti for this posture. Breathe into the left side. Inhale. Extended side angle. Exhale. We're going to take an extra breath here just on this first one. Pinky edge spins down. Shoulder blade draws down. Side body long. Here we go, Elizabeth. Inhale. Reverse your warrior. Just stretching into the sides of the body. Exhale, extended side angle. Good. Inhale, reach up and back. And exhale, extended side angle. One more. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands down, frame your front foot, lift the back heel up. Right hand stays, plug your right shoulder head back into its socket, sweep the left foot back. Vashisthasana, side plank. Right? So she's at 6 and 12 with the arms, and then she's going to spin the top hand towards the front of the room so she gets this beautiful line of energy all the way down the side of the body, lifting from the bottom hip. Then float your left foot, put the left foot back behind you and open up into Wild Thing. Front of the body, the pelvis, the heart space lifts. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Whoo. Good. Breath in. And out. Good. Drop your knees. Hey everyone, welcome back. We have moved to the wall. We're going to take a couple variations of our peak pose today, Urdhva Dhanurasana, here at the wall. So we are going to start with just a really nice shoulder opener now that we've kind of warmed up a bit through our flows. Gomukhasana, just through the arm. So with the strap, if you have it at home, if not, you can use a towel, t-shirt, something like that. I want you to put the strap, Miss Elizabeth, in your right hand, and then reach your right arm up, and then just bend your elbow. So your left hand might have to come to your right elbow and just kind of help it guide so that the elbow is going straight up, okay? Now take your left hand away just to the small of your back first, okay? So for those of us that maybe don't have a strap or a towel, or maybe those are just that are really tight, the left hand at the small of your back will suffice to open the front of the shoulder and to open the side body here, okay? So option 1, you can stay there. Option 2, you're gonna reach for that strap and start to walk your hands closer together. Right? So all this is happening while the front ribs knit back. Yeah, because if you're super mobile or hyper mobile there, right, the first position is for the pelvis to go back and the chest to come open. So we're just going to kind of close that gap just a little bit. So just take a breath in. She's resisting her head back into her forearm so her chin lifts a little bit because that forearm will knock your head down. Go ahead, take a breath in. And then just let your left hand come off first. Give it a moment. Good. And then let your right hand come off next. Give it a moment. And then just sit. Just kind of notice what the difference is between sides. All right. Second side, straps going in the left hand. Left elbow straight up. You might have to help the left elbow come all the way up. Good. Once you feel like it's kind of at your edge there, then the right hand's going to go to the small of the back. So you're going to assess the situation. If that feels okay, if that feels enough, I want you to stay there. If you need a little bit more and you have the strap to help, you can take the right hand and start to walk up the strap. Right? Eventually, I'm not sure that Elizabeth even needs the strap, but eventually your fingers clasp, or all 4 fingers to the other 4, just to kind of open up into this a little bit more. But the strap is nice, right? Allowing you to take full breaths, allowing you to keep any tension out of the jaw, knitting the front ribs back, head resists back into the forearm. And when you're ready, right arm comes off first. Give it a moment to adjust. Good. Left arm comes off next. Feel okay? Okay, so I want you to come up and onto your knees for camel pose here. So strap can come out of the way. So you want to make sure that your knees are about hip distance apart. Some people take 2 fists and kind of make sure that there's enough space there. Do what makes you feel okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to take your thumbs to the back of the ribs, right? And I just want you kind of puff up the front of the body. Good. So I want you to just take a moment here, kind of like you're standing tall and proud into the heart. Roll the shoulders back and just breathe. It's a little like a supported back bend. Good. And then I want you to have your spine come back to neutral. Take your hands into your jean pockets this time. Good. Roll the shoulders back again, lift the heart space, and then just start to slowly arc back in. It's like a half camel pose, right? So as the back bend is happening, we have to maintain low belly, the navel energy drawing back to keep the low back protected. And then come back to neutral. Ooh. Good, and let your hands rest. So option 1, right, you can use the thumbs to kind of puff up the back of the ribs. Option 2, jean pockets. Option 3, if you want to take camel pose, curl your toes under, start to roll your shoulders back. So you just kind of float your arms back. Take a breath in, and exhale coming into the pose. The hands are going to grab the heels. Lifting up into the heart space, even in this position, thinking, can I draw my belly energy back just a tiny bit? Beautiful. Breath in. Use the belly draw up, 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 and in to come out. And then you're going to go right into cat pose to counter. So hands down, upper back rounds. Whoo, should feel like $1,000,000. Good. And then slowly come back up. So just one more set of camel here. So the option, if you were very close to your heels but not quite there, the option I'm going to have Elizabeth show you is to put your hands onto the blocks instead of your heels when you get there, okay? So lift up the heart space, roll the shoulders back. Good. Make sure the breath is really, really, really important here as we exhale, slowly start to reach the hands to the blocks this time. Good. And lifting the heart space into camel. Again, noticing what's happening in the neck and the jaw. Some of us will continue to look straight up. If it's okay for the neck, right, the gaze will drop all the way back. So do what feels okay for you. Breath in, navel energy in as you come up, 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 and out of the pose. Let your spine come vertical for just a moment. Whew. And then counter with a little cat. Push, push, push. Good. And then cross your ankles, find your bum. Okay. So we're going to start to build into Urdhva Dhanurasana. First one is going to be bridge pose. So I'm going to get this strap out of your way. You're going to settle into your posture here. So you're going to walk the heels back so that they're fairly close to your middle finger here, if that feels okay. Good. And before you even leave the ground, there's a slight roll to the outer edges of the shoulders to lift the heart space up. Good. Take a breath in, fill up. Exhale, press into the feet as you lift the frontal hip points up like they were on strings to the sky here. Good. Roll more to the outside edges of your shoulders. Option, keep your hands where they're at, or she's going to work to interlace. Once you have found that interlace, you're pressing into the outer edges of the shoulders, even into the pinky edges of the hands to lift the hips up one more bit. And then exhale to come out. She's going to release her hands. She's going to lift her heels. She's going to come up slowly, one vertebra at a time. The navel energy draws back till the sacrum goes flat, and then her heels drop. Okay? So resisting that urge to immediately hug the knees into the chest, instead giving the spine a moment to settle. Okay, so I'm going to have you walk down your mat a little bit, Elizabeth. We're going to work into our first Urdhva Dhanurasana wheel pose. Okay, so in this position, the hands are going to come up by the head. The elbows are going to hug in. So go ahead and set the arms up. And then to keep the traps from coming up by the ears, what I'm going to ask you to do is come up to a half Urdhva, which is going to stop on the crown of your head. She's going to shrug her shoulders down her back, hug her elbows into the midline, big breath, exhale right into the pose. So she's using the strength of her legs to reach her heart space back towards the wall. Take one breath in. Tuck your chin to your chest. Slowly bend your elbows. Start to come down. Lift your heels up. Good. And coming down one vertebra at a time. Hands by your side. Give your body a moment to rest. So it's important to find these small pockets of space that you can really just let your spine relax, right? So it's not in that constant state of where am I going, what am I getting into, and instead just, give it a moment, okay? So one more Urdhva wheel pose, and then we're going to start to add a couple variations in, okay? So when you're ready, hands up by your ears so that the fingers are drawing down your mat. Hug the elbows in, stopping on the crown of your head, shrugging the shoulders down the back. Take a breath in, exhale right into the pose. Good. So strong through the arms, strong through the legs. Her heart is reaching towards the back wall here. A breath in, just a nice, perfect, well-balanced pose. Beautiful. Exhale, slowly coming down. You want to come out with just as much intention as you go in. Beautiful, and let the spine relax. So after those two, the knees stay bent. Right foot comes to the right edge, left foot comes to the left edge, just windshield. Little left, little right. Okay. We're going to take some deeper twists at the very end, but these are just kind of nice counters to the back bends to give your low back a bit of a release. Okay, and coming back, beautiful. So when we get into this pose, Urdhva wheel pose, there's a lot of students that are like, feels really tight on my shoulders through my upper back. So we're going to show you a variation with the blocks. That'll help that. And then we're going to show you a different variation that helps with the low back tightness through wheel pose. So I'm going to set the blocks up. She's just going to shimmy her way a little closer. So the blocks have to go at a diagonal, which you just have to trust the blocks. You just have to trust me. I promise this is going to be okay. The energy when we come into this pose, into the hands, is to push into the blocks to find the wheel position. So she's going to kind of shimmy, so the head is right in between the blocks. The hands as if they were on the ground, but now they're on the block, so it takes a little bit of that angle out of the wrist, which is nice. Hug the elbows in, and this time, Elizabeth, you can just go straight up when you're ready. Beautiful. Yes, how does that feel? It looks gorgeous. And give yourself a moment to just feel how this one might feel, if we're doing it right, a little bit more open through the upper back, through the shoulders. Breath in. Tuck your chin to your chest, bend your elbows, heels up, nice and easy, slowly, slowly. Whoo, hands by your side, give your spine a moment. Okay. And then we're just going to have you flip around. So now with this variation, the blocks are flat and her feet are going to come to the blocks. Okay. So even if the toes kind of creep up the wall a little bit there, that's okay. Just elevating the feet should take a little bit of pressure off the low back in this one. Okay. Just kind of getting all shimmied in, kind of getting settled. It's important to take your time when you settle up for these. Okay. Ready? Hands up. Good. Elbows hug in. That's important. That'll keep the shoulder blades drawing down the back. Okay. Breath in. Fill up. Exhale. Straight up. Nice. Good. Using the strength of the legs, which sometimes we forget in Urdhva that our legs are really strong. Let's use them. Breath in. Heart back, back, back. Exhale. Easy breath to get you down, down, down. Whoo. Let the spine settle. So what I want you to do is just bend at your elbows here and just roll the wrists out a little bit. So if you've done this whole video with us from start to finish, your wrist might be chatting a little bit. So just give them a little love. All right. And then we are going to flip you around one more time. And we're going to start to work the knee into the chest and the legs straight up. Some people call this pose candlestick. I'm sure there's lots of different variations of this. We're going to start to work the knee into the chest first. So I want you to think about that action happening first, less about just like shoving your leg up into space. Feel okay still? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. We're just going to take two variations of this, and then we're going to wrap it up with some twists. Breath in. Exhale. All the way up. Good. So when she is ready, she's going to bring either her right or left knee in first. We're going to do both sides. Take a breath in. Now notice that the knee's going straight up. Keep all that and then start to extend the foot up. Good. Breathe strong into the hands. Exhale, bend. Foot down. Second side, left knee hugs in. So get a hold of that first, and that might be where the pose stops. Exhale, all the way up. Good. Breath in. Knee bends, exhale, foot down. And then easy breath to get you down, down, down. And again, let the spine just settle flat. Whew. Good. Take the knees, knock them in towards one another. Yeah. So just kind of allow the low back to go flat. Allow the belly to draw in. Good. Yep, for one more. Yep. So roll the wrists out if you need to. Give them a little pep talk. Some of us will be okay. Some of us, they'll be chatty. Okay? One more. Here we go. Hands up. Good. Good. Bend the elbows. Hug them in. Take a breath. Exhale. Up we go. Okay. So keep pressing strong into the foot that's on the ground. Hug your right knee in. Exhale, take it up. Beautiful. Reaching through the ball of the foot or the heel, whatever you got. Bend the knee. Take it down. Good. One more side. Up we go. Exhale, straighten. Take an inhale. Beautiful. Bend. And come down. Slow descend. Ooh. Give your spine a moment. Beautiful work today. Okay. When you're ready, extend your right leg out. Hug your left knee into your chest. So just take a moment as the knee hugs into the chest. Maybe the knee hugs out to the left shoulder. And then exhale, supine twist. She's going to bump the hip to the midline. Good. She's going to look over that left arm. And give your spine a moment here. And then slowly use your belly energy to take your knee back to center. Good. Sacrum goes flat. Switch your legs out. So right knee in and then maybe right knee out to the shoulder. Breath in. Exhale, supine twist. So again, looking over that right shoulder if it serves you. Good. Soften the jaw, the breath. Good. Slowly bring your knee back to center. Hug both knees into your chest. And then take a little rock left to right over that low back. Ooh. Good. And then our last pose, we're just going to come up for Paschimottanasana. Extend her legs out. Flex her feet. Reach the arms up. And then exhale. So just to take the spine in the opposite direction of what it's seen, the last little bit here of the video. Good. And one more little inhale, like up dog in your chest, lengthen out, and then exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Good. And then slowly lifting the heart, vertical spine. Whew, how you feel? Nice work. Thank you for watching. As always, thank you, Elizabeth, for being my wheel queen today. We will see you guys on the next video. Thanks.